And welcome to the panel of the Traveling Pony Museum. I am known as D-Pad, and...
I am Inky Notebook, and I am the founder and creator of the Traveling Pony Museum.
I'm just her salesman and do basically anything she says. So, today we're going to talk about quite a few things with you. We're going to start with how the museum was created, all the things of that nature. We're going to then get into a lot of our trips around and our trip to here, because we're from Long Island, New York, and we had to drive to Texas. So that accompanied a lot of things, to include a lot of Cracker Barrels. Inky will start us off with the legend of the Traveling Pony Museum.
Ooh, alright. So, in case anyone was wondering how this actually got started, it was totally a mistake. And I also blame myself totally and fully. Way back when, at BronyCon September 2011, I actually, that was my first PonyCon, and I actually made friends with Purple Tinker. And I volunteered for BronyCon 2012 in January. And while I was there, there was a lot of really cool community stuff at that point, really submerging and, emerging rather. And I was like, hey, Tinker, it would be a really cool idea. Could I do an artist spotlight? There were a lot of up-and-coming artists at that time. At BronyCon June, that would be great. And she said, yeah, I'll put aside a room and you can do that. So I started contacting a few people on DeviantArt. And then I actually was friends with, at the time, the people who created Candlelight Gardens. And one of them suggested, hey, why do you only go to one con? Why don't you make it travel around? And I totally took that idea and went berserk. I pretty much contacted everyone that was on DeviantArt ever who did pony art about it, and in 6 months I had the whole first setup that you guys actually saw at BronyCon 2012 in June.
The interesting thing about that is that a lot of the initial people were discouraging her from doing it because dozens of people have tried to set up a museum like this in the past, a pony museum, and they've all fallen through, every one of them. She managed to make it work.
Yeah, Kara Roses, who does Big Apple PonyCon, she's into like the older fandom stuff, and they had previously tried to make traveling art museums for the older generation fandoms, and not a single one of them actually made it past a couple of months. So in the beginning, when I first met her, she kind of was a little bit standoffish towards me, and I didn't know why, and it wasn't until later, that she said, wow, you've survived a year, that's unprecedented, and this is our 3rd year now. So it's grown a lot since then.
Hi everyone. That's it, funnel in, come on, take a seat. We got this. Yeah, take a seat over there.
Yeah, we're gonna single you guys out who are coming in late.
Yeah, no, if you're coming in late, I'm gonna single you out and you're going to feel awkward, I promise.
There'll be a quiz later, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yes, there are going to be give-outs later, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Now, I'm here primarily as a salesman, but I also do a lot of the convention PR work. I'm primarily responsible, well, not primarily, our dear curator, Tenderheart here, set up, was it initial relations you set up, or planted the idea that we come here?
Yes.
Or is the idea? All right, Tenderheart gave us the idea to attend Fiesta Equestria, and from there, I was told, basically this is what I do. I get told what to do, and I'm like, I'm on it. So I got into contact with Headliner, and here we are, the museum's first trip to a really southern convention. I mean, where was DerbyCon South, though?
DerbyCon South was in New Orleans.
Okay, so I mean, that's South, too, but then we only had half the museum, for those of you that are at DerbyCon South. What you're seeing in here is the entire museum, and in a way that it's just never been before. This venue is unlike any other, and we have to thank those of you in Texas for making it so incredible. So, what? Yeah, everything's big. Yeah.
This state is so large. Like, we drove like an hour into Texas and we're not even.
We're on the edge. Oh my God. What's up? I mean, there's just a few things that we wrote down because like we're from New York. It's pretty north, so there's just some really odd things that we've noticed, or at least odd to us.
What is Mexican seafood? I don't know what that is.
I saw an advertisement. I saw an advertisement for Mexican seafood and
D-rated restaurants.
What was it?
D-rated restaurants.
D-rated restaurants. All right, that is a fair answer because I said to myself, I don't want to try that.
Your 75-mile-per-hour speed limit.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing. Okay, so we're turning a bend, and then like on the ground it says slow. Okay, 40 miles an hour.
That's not slow.
So you're basically, that's not slow. That's not slow in any respect. You're basically breaknecking around a corner where it says slow.
So seriously, like 75 mile per hour speed limit. It's 55 in New York, and then we speed to 75. So you guys have a 75 mile an hour speed limit. Trucks are passing me at like 100. And it's like.
Can anyone explain to me your ecology? Because on the way here, I'm looking at palm trees and evergreens right next to each other, and neither of which I think should be around here.
We're eccentric.
Fine, very well. Now,
There's no zoning.
all right. Once we get, but last thing, who among you has ever seen snow?
Oh,
Wow, that's
okay.
no. Wait. Have you experienced it?
It actually snows here.
Okay. Well, this is why we ask. I got it.
So we in New York have this like total like horrible stereotype of what Texas is, and it seems like we're totally wrong.
Yeah, no, and that's.
Texas is the only place where you get all 4 seasons at once.
No, that's New York. That's New York.
In the same day.
Oh, in the same day?
The same day. Dang.
Oh, yeah.
No. The only knowledge of Texas us Northern New Yorkers have to go on is what we've seen in SpongeBob. Now that.
We don't have a Texas accent.
We don't all wear boots and we don't all ride horses.
I don't know. I saw a lot of boots and a lot of horses on my way here. You're gonna have to do a better line than that. Yeah.
No. Also, of course, there is going to be a question. You ask us question portion of this because we'll answer some things, but we can't read your minds. We really want to know what you guys want to know. Well, that's definitely a stereotype, one that I narrowly avoided since my mother is a Brooklyn chick. So I narrowly avoided talking like that. So
we'll do the questions in a little bit. So
yeah.
We'll get back on topic.
So getting back on topic. This museum really succeeded where others failed, but why exactly was that? Dozens failed, but what made yours succeed?
I really think it was a bunch of circumstantial events in a row. The original people who had posed some of the ideas to me kind of, I don't want to say like backed out of helping at the last minute, but they kind of stepped aside. It wasn't really what they had idealized the museum to be. And so I kind of ended up running this on my own and putting this all together on my own. And it really, like, I had run a Kickstarter actually between January and BronyCon 2012. And we pulled in about $4,000 something, and that really was what allowed us to start going to cons. But it was shortly after that I realized that I wasn't gonna have enough money. I booked BronyCon and TrotCon and Everfree Northwest for our first year. So, oops, I kind of went a little far with that. I booked some really good cons and some distant cons from New York.
It's a 4-day journey to Seattle.
I'll talk about our Seattle trip. That was fun. But at BronyCon, it was really like, I gotta really thank Purple Tinker because she printed so many posters. We actually sell posters in the museum room. Part of the percentage, like they get 20% cut. The original artist gets back that much for letting them sell with us. But Tinker printed a bunch of stuff for us at the time for free. She went out of her way to really help me out.
She got fired for it.
She eventually got fired for it because she was abusing her job. But it was we're still really thankful.
Oh, of course.
But we actually pulled in so much money in sales at BronyCon 2012 that we were able to sustain ourselves through the rest of the cons. Yeah, thanks to the defense. I kind of pulled him aside. Yeah.
All right, so here's how I started, and here's how she made that money. I work on The Brony Show, one of the oldest running podcasts in the community. And we had a panel at BronyCon 2012, and I had already set up relations with the Traveling Pony Museum at the time. And, we were friends, or at least enough so to where we knew each other. And after our panel was finished, I pretty much said, well, I'm not doing anything. These two, the two curators at the time, just needed a rest. They were absolutely gone. So they let me take over, and nobody questioned, by the way, from security that I didn't have a vendor badge. Not that I knew that I needed one. So, fine. So I start selling things. I sell this, that, and the other thing, and turns out I'm really, really good at it.
Yeah,
so
you're really really good.
So they come back to me at the end of the day. They count up the money, and she's like, "Dude, what were you doing?" I'm like, "Why? What do you mean? You made $8 grand for us today."
We actually ended up making 15 in the whole weekend. $15,000 at BronyCon 2012.
So, yeah. Oh, come on, clap. So they decided to keep me. And from there, pretty much they pay me in mooching off them hardcore to get to these conventions.
Yeah, just as a side note, because we're all volunteers. We don't make money. The museum pays back the original artists, and then the money we make at these cons from selling stuff helps us keep going to cons. So a lot of these conventions actually try and help us out, providing us maybe a hotel room or some stuff. Gas is really expensive, so that eats up our stuff. The whole trip to Everfree and back was $2,500, and it took 4 days there and back of non-stop driving between 2 people, myself and one of the old curators. But yeah, I mean, that if we didn't get that amount of sales, like it was such a fluke that we did so well, and we had such a good placement of the store that if we didn't do that, then we probably wouldn't have made it through the year at all.
By the way, we are looking for help with the museum. You can be a part of this, and I'll tell you about that later.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've had some really interesting things come out of these conventions too. Last year's TrotCon, we pulled a brick and got everyone, like all the voice actors, people attending the convention to sign a brick. And now it's legendary, that brick.
It was actually somebody decided that they wanted to donate something to us and make it memorable. So it was the original TrotCon was on a college campus, the University State. It was University State, right?
It was the Union Station.
Yeah. So somebody pulled a brick out of the ground and got it signed, and then gave it to me, and here I am holding this like brick that totally somebody would be looking for at some point. And actually, Darkly, who runs TrotCon, we went back this year. It was actually her wedding, also at the con. I was like, "Oh, by the way, I still have that brick," and she was like, "You have that brick still?" Like, oh my god.
Let me tell you about that wedding real quick. It was Renaissance themed, so here I am having a perfect excuse to wear the tunic that I have. I actually have a tunic. And I'm at the wedding, and I just hear these little...
What we're talking about here.
Yeah, I'm trying... Yeah, the TrotCon wedding, I said that.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you didn't say what the point was that Darkly is getting married.
Oh yeah, it was the head of the convention, Darkly, the head of TrotCon. So this wedding is happening, and I'm just like, because the ceremony's finally about to start. I've been sitting there in a little while, tunic and all. And I just hear this, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, no way, you can't be serious. The groom starts walking down the aisle. Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin. I was like, oh, they did. She starts walking down the aisle. It's the Lord of the Rings theme. And it was a beautiful ceremony, but it was the nerdiest ceremony you've ever known in your life. Nothing you ever do will be as nerdy as this ceremony. And I wish I could remember, or at least have a written copy of the speech that the, whoever married them, what do you call it? It was a woman. What do you... A reverend, yeah, whoever married them, had. It was immaculate. The only line I remember wholeheartedly was, "Do you promise to love, cherish, and haunt relentlessly if you ever die and they leave you for somebody else?" Yeah, I know. Okay, so yeah, you know
We
it.
have tons of con stories from like all
Oh,
over.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But-
So hopefully we can pick up some here.
Well, yeah, hopefully we have picked up some here for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to.
We
now,
are a museum.
Moving on, though, I want to move on to something that's a little more of a somber note. The museum at times has had a lot of bad relations. Like, we've had problems in our staff, like between our staff, rather, with all of us. We've had problems with conventions, and things have just been absolutely hectic. And you know what? The first thing that we really want to do about that is come out and formally apologize for the things that we have done. We have pushed boundaries that we shouldn't have. Like, we've been very pushy as a museum at times in the past, and we want to formally apologize for, the way we've acted at times or handled situations, and we have a lot of means of making it up to the various conventions. Not this one, thankfully. This has been a great convention. Great relations have gone on. We've been friends with everyone. It's just BronyCon has had some problems with us, and
there were some issues in the past that, you know, probably shouldn't have occurred. And, you know, me being stressed for a long time, I was running this by myself. And unfortunately, you know, it really does get to you. And if somebody comes at you and you're really stressed out, you might snap at them the wrong way. And unfortunately, it did happen that way a few times. And, like, looking at the museum as a whole currently and how we are and how much, you know, expansion we want to do and all these changes we want to do, we're actually putting together a new set of changes for the entire museum, not just with the staff, but how we're going to be running things, because we want to give back to the community a lot more. I think the community thinks that we're kind of like needy to some point, and you know, again, that's from the past.
A lot of them think that we just, you know, we just want to take and just like put an exhibit and say that we gave back to you, and that's not at all what we want to do. It is what we've done in the past, but it was never our intention to do something of that nature. So we're going to start trying to give back to the conventions that give so generously to us, starting here at Fiesta Equestria, where we have donated several pieces to the charity auction for tomorrow, including signed work on silk sheets.
It's two signed silk screened pictures that have Tara Strong's autograph on them. They were actually originally from the Kiki charity auction, but unfortunately at that time, before they had gotten auctioned, she did die. So we have a few of those that we've been throwing into charity auctions all around the different conventions.
They're just a very somber thing for us to keep these days, and a lot of people remember them for, you know, what they inspired. So that's why we're hoping to see them go to some really great owners. But moving on from that, we have a lot of great changes to the staff. Like, we actually are introducing new characters for a brand new face of the museum. The characters D-Pad and Inky Notebook are being retired.
Yeah, I mean, Inky Notebook, my OC, never was really meant to be a museum curator. I actually entered this fandom as an artist, a writer, and I do music, but not, you know, in this fandom. And it kind of just was an accident that I did this, and I never really changed my OC or made a new one for it. And we do actually have a new mascot, Aethernaut. You know, she's sitting here. She's our airship driver. But we decided that, you know, we're actually going to settle down actual department heads. We're going to hire, you know, more volunteer staff for them. Really build upon our relations with cons and artists and stuff, and fix all those things. And so we're actually making all new characters. So Aethernaut herself actually has kind of a mini staff. So all of our department heads are getting new characters. And unfortunately, it seems like not only we have made pun names for all of them, but they all start with S.
It wasn't even intentional. They all start with S.
It really wasn't. It's
I mean, let me tell you the legend of D-Pad here. I came into this community under the handle D-Pad, knowing that I wouldn't be the only D-Pad, but I was hoping to do something game related, as you'd imagine. I'm an interviewer for a podcast and a salesman for a museum.
Sometimes it doesn't really work out like you think.
So and then when I'm doing the show, the name became just so iconic that I couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
It annoys me greatly. So I'm forcing it out now.
Yeah, we're actually breaking up some departments.
Here we go.
So actually, I'm making a Deer OC, and we actually have some sketches up. Unfortunately, we don't have a projector, so if anyone wants to see them, I have them on my computer. So somebody suggested at Trawcon that my Deer's OC name be Salvador Dali, as an art reference. Yeah, I see a couple giggles. Yeah. I didn't like it, and then everyone liked it, and they told me I had to use it, so now I have to use it.
This one is just gonna annoy you.
Our tech pony. It's going to be a.
It's gonna be a sea pony.
She's a sea pony.
Shooby-doo. And someone suggested this name. I hate them to death because it's stuck. It's C++.
So SEA plus, and then, you know, we're kind of making a joke. It's like, why are there two pluses in your name? It's like, there aren't. It's like C++, because she's electrocuted all the time, because she's a sea pony working on technology.
And
is it because I stutter?
Yes.
Okay.
And
that's actually going to be who's C++ is going to be representing.
Because my previous character got forced in this, I just wanted to be an Earth Pony. That's all I wanted. My fans forced me to be a changeling. I'm really annoyed, and I've always been. But for the sake of it, the new OC that I'm bringing to the table is still a changeling because for the sake of just different species, fine, and more suited to what I do, his name is Slick Deals. Love it.
A little bit better.
Makes sense.
We've got a crazy Pegasus media pony named Shout Out.
Shout out.
And our finance guy, he's getting a unicorn OC named Silver Scales. and we're still working on our security people.
These kind of scales.
Yeah. So we're still working on our security names.
Allegedly, it's going to be a dragon, but I'm not 100% on that.
Dragons or griffins or
Griffins.
bat
I got
ponies
pulling for
or
griffins.
something like that. So yeah, we've got some mock-up sketches if anybody wants to see them.
Well, I mean, you can do it. You can come to the museum for that because we do not have a projector, much to our dismay. But someone in the other room really needed it, so you know what? We were not gonna just take that away from them. Their whole presentation was PowerPoint based, and I'm just kind of like, okay, well, we definitely can't take that from you. That's really mean. So with all that stuff out of the way, I really want to get into a lot of our trip getting here. We've done some.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
It was like a 30-something hour drive. I think I slept like 1 or 2 hours every like 10 hours to get here.
Yeah, we've just chilled in like populated parking lots at like 2 a.m. and just napped it out for a while. But of course, in order to keep entertained, you need some rent. No, I got that. Oh, okay.
First of all, as part of our giveaway, I want somebody to get. We took I-87 south, out of New York all the way down here pretty much, and down through Louisiana and Mississippi. I want somebody to guess how many Cracker Barrels we saw, and whoever gets it right or
Cracker Barrels
like, the closest will get something.
don't exist in New York.
Yeah, Cracker Barrels don't exist in New York, so we actually stopped at 3
All right,
of
I'm
them.
gonna start with you. So you in the front.
I'm gonna guess 6.
No, too low.
No.
Too low.
Yes, man. 15.
No.
Too low.
30 something.
No.
30
No.
something? That's
You
pretty accurate.
in the back.
30 something.
No.
Nope.
I'm getting closer.
Closer.
Up there, on the back there. Yep.
28.
No.
Nope. 32. Nope.
No.
26.
No.
Nope. It's higher than 50.
No. Okay.
It's higher than 50.
How much?
73?
No. Lower.
Sonic. 63. Sonic.
Wait, who said what?
77.
No, not quite.
64.
65.
63.
63. Alright, cool.
That's.
No.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. Your people, someone was in the ballpark. Some people, keep trying.
62.
It was
66.
68.
66.
70.
64.
You guys have seriously guessed every 60 but the one it is.
60.
There's a number that has a 0 in it.
60. 70.
No, it's still in the 60s. One of the. I heard 67. I heard 67.
7.
And I'm sure some of you might have said 67, but you got to realize everybody was calling that out. So of course I would hear the guy in the front.
I feel bad though because we totally told you it was. So
Yeah,
I'll give you
I'm
something
really
to-
sorry. Yeah, we'll give you something just because we really cheated you out of that just then.
But yeah, 67 Cracker Barrels.
67 Cracker Barrels. What is with you people?
We
It is good. Okay, listen.
We stopped at 3 of them on the way here.
We stopped at Cracker Barrel for breakfast, lunch, and dinner one day. Our bill is so cheap. Oh my God, it was amazing. That's why it's not in New York either, because it's expensive in New York. Everything's expensive in New York. Cracker Barrel. Oh my God, I love it. I'm so upset to live in New York now. So, the thing though is that when you're on a really long trip, you need things to keep you entertained, and that can come scarce when only one person is driving and the other person is just a needy passenger. That being me. So in Cracker Barrel, we bought Mad Libs. And what I did was I brought Pony DVDs with me because I carry a computer case and I don't leave home without the Friendship Express DVD and Equestria Girls.
So that actually ties into part of our giveaway also.
Yup.
This one's gonna. We have a bunch of little things to give away, but we actually have something slightly. It's not really bigger, but it's bigger in concept to give away.
Yup.
And pretty much, we're gonna read you a Mad Lib that we wrote on the road, and you guys have to guess which episode it's from. And if you get it right, you will get said thing, and said thing is signed.
All right, let's see.
Not by us, by a voice actor.
Yeah, this is one. Okay. Basically what happened was that we took an episode, and the hint is that it is on the Friendship Express DVD, so some of you might have an advantage. Should I give it the season? Should I give them the season?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, if no one gets it, we'll give you the hint
We'll
season.
give you more hints.
All right. You have to know the episode name.
Let's do raising hands.
Yeah, we'll raise hands.
I will try and catch who raises their hand first, but you have to wait until it's over.
Okay.
We will tell you when to raise your hand.
So basically, what we did was listen to the episode and the first subject matter that came along that we needed. Plural noun, adjective, and all that jazz. The first one that came along when they were talking, that's the one we put down. So it came out to this, and oh my God, this one's godly. A tour of Hollywood. Good morning, ladies and ponies, boys and speeches. My name is Granny Smith. I am your personal cancer lot guide. For the next 6 hours, we will delight in exploring romantic darn tootin' Hollywood, the glamour week of the world. Let's start off with a bang and visit Mann's Surprise Chinese Theater, Hollywood's most startled tourist attraction. Etched in cement, you'll see the foot girls and the lips prints of the most famous movie pickles ever to adorn the hurry screen. Then it's only a hop, skip, and a tell to Beverly Hills, the playground of the rich and modest. You will feast your back on the $1 million friends of movie stars. You'll actually get to visit the home of today's hottest AJ, Twilight, who will sign autographs for the low sum of $5. And here's the big one. For lunch, we'll be going to the studio commissary where you can rub hearts with today's leading actors and actresses. All aboard!
Kind of hard. But we can give you the keywords, so let's just give it the keywords.
Keywords: ponies, speeches, Granny Smith, cancer lot, darn tootin', week, surprise, startled, girls, lips, pickles, hurry. Wait, is this? I thought we were just gonna run through them.
Keep going.
Yeah. Tell, modest, back, friends, AJ, Twilight, 5, and hearts.
Okay, so that guy in the back got it first,
Yeah.
and then you, and then the guy in the middle. So
What? No, not quite. Not Dragon Shy. Yeah.
that was actually wow. How did you get that?
You guys startled me. It can be very startling.
Good man. Good man. Also, there was one that we did where we didn't bother with anything. All we did was replace every word that we needed with Scootaloo. So let me grab that one real quick because that one's really good.
Who's it signed?
It's an Andrea Libman signed Fluttershy brushable. Actually, I've had that for about 3 years now, so it is a relic. So have fun.
On eBay. Sell it on eBay. You probably get a whole lot more.
It's the museum should invite you back.
Nah, we got this thing is signed by Andrea Libman. We don't need that.
Alright, so yeah, the Scootaloo one's kind of dope.
Yeah, let me see. It's, oh yes, here we go. Hawaii, a must. This one worked out weirdly well. Whether it's exploring coral Scootaloo at the bottom of the Pacific Scootaloo or tearing up for a game of Scootaloo on a championship Scootaloo, Hawaii is nature's paradise. Everywhere in this tropical Scootaloo, there is beauty for the Scootaloo to behold. Nowhere else in the world will you find such Scootaloo elegant hotels nestled between majestic Scootaloo mountains and tranquil waters. Hawaii should be at the top of your Scootaloo if you desire a romantic Scootaloo away or just need to experience the thrill of deep Scootaloo fishing, or just want to bask in the sun on the Scootaloo sands of the finest Scootaloo in existence. That's why 3 out of 4 Scootaloos agree that Hawaii is a must for the best vacation for every member of your Scootaloo.
I gotta say that is the smurfiest thing I've ever heard.
We got really tired on this trip.
Yo, we did. There's one that came out with just a lot of swears, which obviously we're not going to tell, but...
We're from New York, you can imagine. Yeah, you have a question? Or I saw you raise your hand.
Like, we're still doing that game, right?
Yeah, we're actually gonna do one with you guys.
Yep, we're gonna do a Mad Lib with you guys.
And we're only gonna like take suggestions.
We're
Yeah,
only
you know the Scootaloo one, right? Yeah.
You know, we're only taking... It's only pony phrases, nouns, adjectives, and junk that you can use. So how about this one? How about advertisement?
No,
Is that one of them?
Or it's in a hotel.
Okay. A letter of complaint.
It's talking about staying in a hotel.
Yeah. Okay then. So first, we need a noun.
You guys can just yell them, but it's gotta be pony. Rainbow Dash!
Okay. Okay. Rainbow Dash. All right. We need an adjective.
Apples.
Nervous-sided.
Nervous-sided? Oh, nervous-sided. Like the excited, nervous thing from Equestria Girls. Nervous-sided. Nervous-sided. Okay. All right. We need a noun.
Pear Sprite.
Pair of sprites? Fine. Good stuff. Huge.
Sprites.
All right. We need another noun.
Fizzy Pie.
All right. I'm hearing
I
Fluttershy.
heard apples.
I heard Pinkie Pie first.
Pickleberry Kumquat.
Okay. We're going with Pickle Barrel Kumquat.
Pickleberry
Let's see. That's 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We need a plural noun.
Andrea Lemon. I heard Andrea Lemon.
We need a plural
Plural
noun.
noun.
Apples. We'll go with apples. Okay. Now we need a noun.
Sugar cube?
Sugar cube? Okay. Okay, we need a plural noun again.
It's plural noun.
Plural noun, people. Plural. Alright, we'll go with Phillies. We're going to go with Phillies.
I heard that.
Alright. Verb ending in ing.
Sitting.
Alright, I'm going with bucking, because that's probably going to be hilarious no matter what context it's in. Alright.
Oh, we had a good one then.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yo, we can read that one later. Okay, noun.
Fluttershy.
Party cannon. Heard party cannon. Okay. Noun.
Twilight.
Princess.
Discord.
Alright, I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to go with friendship. Okay. Adverb. Quickly. Quickly. We go quickly. Alright, we need a noun. Fine. No, yes we can. Can we really not? Come on, please. Alright, I just want you to know, this is absolutely your fault.
It's also very
Alright, part of the body. Part of the body. Alright, we're gonna go with muzzle. Okay, only a few more. Alright, we need a noun. Noun.
Another noun. Cupcake. I got a cupcake.
We got a cupcake? Okay. Okay, we need an adjective. Chicken it is. Alright. Need a noun.
One more noun.
Mustache. I heard mustache.
I wrote this like.
Yeah, you did. Just put it over here. Okay, we need another noun. Gummy it is. Okay, need another noun. Luna. Fine, Luna. Damn. Alright, need another noun.
Discord.
How come nobody's saying traveling pony is in for now?
No, it's got.
Okay, he will not stop saying Pinkamena, so I'm going with
fine,
it.
Pinkamena.
Jeez.
And I think this is the last. Is this the last one?
Alright, this is the last one. Plural noun. Books. We're gonna go with books.
This
Okay.
Okay, there's one thing in here that probably kids shouldn't hear because it's all your fault. You guys, all of you guys are here.
Yep, this is your fault. Okay.
Just in case.
Alright. Dear Sir or Rainbow Dash, I just spent a miserable weekend at your nervous-sided hotel. Your advertisement in my hometown, Paris Sprites, was an outrageous... Oh, Paris Sprites is the name of the hometown. I get it. Was an outrageous pickle barrel kumquat. You said you provided guests with a welcome basket of apples. Oh, that was... You guys are lame. All I found in my room was a trash sugar cube filled with old Phillies. Okay. You also claimed to offer a free overnight bucking in your garage.
better.
Oh, it gets better.
It gets better.
Not true, fella. Your garage was all filled up, and I had to park my new party cannon across the street in a vacant friendship. It was stolen. Damn. Somebody took your friendship. And about your hotel staff, they were quickly inadequate. Your so-called expert masseur not only stuck a finger in my Andrea Libman, that was your fault.
This is your fault.
All right. Okay, but he broke 2 of my muzzles while giving me a Swedish cupcake. Wow. Your room service was a chicken joke. They not only served burnt mustaches, but spilled a hot cup of gummy all over my newly pressed Luna. I had to go to a business meeting wearing a pink Amina. I'm planning to sue you for $1 million books. You guys are really, really impressive people. Dang. Okay. All right. We're gonna end this soon. We're gonna end this soon. There is simply one more that came out really, really well, like depressingly well, that I just wanna.
Yeah. We'll read one more, then we'll do questions and some more giveaway stuff.
We're just gonna read one more, and then we're gonna.
No, I think we're just gonna wing the giveaways, cause oops.
Because oops.
I can't even think after that.
Yeah, that one was. I was pretty done with that. Wow.
We should keep that forever.
Let's see.
Maggie Evangelina was in here. She
If,
would love it.
yo, I don't want to discuss that. That would be.
This
all
never
right.
leaves this room.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is for you guys.
Okay.
Nah.
No, okay, here we go. Westward ho-ha. What the heck does that mean? I guess I never. Okay, anyway. Good vacations are worth their weight in apples. Oh, by the way, all the adjectives are things having to do with rarity. That's all we did. A sparkling summer vacation for you and your shimmering family is to visit the Rocky Wonderbolts in Colorado. The first time you see these fabulous mountains, your flank will thump running. If you're into camping, fishing, or bucking, visit Arizona's Grand Canyon and enjoy a land of glamorous landscapes and rich divine history. Yeah, some of these rarity puns work really well, actually. Upon the sight of this mile-deep, magnificent 1.5 billion-year-old Scootaloo, your muzzle will drop open and you won't be able to catch your rainbow dash. And then there is the city of the Golden Gate Twilight Sparkle, San Francisco, where you can spend the day watching a cable Fluttershy loaded with wide-eyed diamond dogs, or climb the city's inspirational hills. A place made famous by Tony Bennett's magic rendition of I Left My Hooves in San Francisco, and so will you.
So it worked really well. It wasn't really that funny. It just
No, it
was,
wasn't.
Like,
Why
really
did you have
good
me read
for no
that?
reason. I don't know. You read it. Yeah. So.
Okay, all right.
So actually, we're gonna do some questions, and then we've got a bunch of stuff for giveaways. And actually, Tenderheart made a good thing. Who here has actually been in the museum already? Who here has actually been around and seen some of our secrets?
If you heard me curate, I have told you some special things about the Fiesta.
Oh yeah. No, dog, keep them to yourself. Keep
Here
them to
we
yourself,
go, here we go.
Because we're gonna use them for the giveaway. So,
Okay. All right, so we're going to do the questions first of the
not
giveaway.
all the giveaway. Don't worry. We have other stuff to give people who don't know.
Okay, let's do the questions first. Let's do the questions
All right,
first.
so anybody who has questions
So does
about
anybody
what
have
we-
questions for us here for the museum or us generally?
What are the secrets?
That's a secret.
Damn.
Keep it.
You, sir.
So, like, that pony right there, that's one of your OCs, right?
That is the mascot of the museum. Her name is Aethernaut. She might be going through a slight overhaul with the new I think so. We said. No?
She's gonna stay the same for
She's gonna
the
stay the same.
new character designs. But we are gonna actually try and work on getting a fursuit made of her to go do advertising and
Yeah, can you
conventions.
imagine one of us just dancing around?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have fun with that.
Yeah,
one, but
baby.
we have to see about it.
All right.
And one more question. Are you going to be posting some of those things you wrote down online? Because I really would like to read some of them.
You know what? We can, and I think we're going to.
I can scan those and get those.
Okay.
Especially that last one.
That last.
Yeah,
that we did
then we should
okay.
post that one.
We're going with you, right there.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, it's on. Good.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, Zach. Are you gonna be at New York Comic Con?
You know, we actually don't do general conventions, but it is something we're looking into. As of the moment, no, but if we can set up relations for this, we may.
We've actually looked into it in the past. It's just at the time, ponies weren't really accepted outside of pony conventions. Now that that's kind of really expanded, we see even artists going to them and trying to sell stuff. That we're probably going to try and do something like that for next year. But right now, we don't have anything planned.
All right, you in the back there.
All in the back.
Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
What's your criteria for accepting something in the museum?
We're actually not that picky. We get a little picky when it comes to selling things because you know, when you're selling things, of course, there's a certain level of quality or concept that's needed for them to really drive them home, which I'm sure I've ripped off a good many of you while during your visit in the museum. No, it's not a ripoff. It's not a ripoff.
He's just a good salesman.
Yeah, which I've been told.
But no, we're pretty relaxed about it. I mean, you can email us at our travelingponymuseum@gmail.com with email address, or you can talk to one of us in the museum itself.
One of our plans is to overhaul the general display of the museum, so this is the time to turn things in for sure. It's not going to. We're not picky about it.
Obviously, nothing
Yeah.
risque.
It's just we're actually out of date. I mean, like the museum, a lot of the original pieces, like a lot of the pieces you see here, are some of the very first pieces that I actually got for the museum. So I mean, those are all still here. And while we have expanded a lot in the past 3 years, I mean, it's really hard to get things like plushies and sculptures and stuff like that. So they're very slow coming, whereas, you know, traditional art and hanging art comes a bit quicker. So, you know, we've got a lot of old stuff and not too many of the new season things, and that's why.
You in the front.
2 questions.
Okay.
Number 1, what are your favorite ponies and why? And
That.
He loves Nightmare Moon.
Clap for the Nightmare Moon.
how did you get the book?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to tell the story of the book. So if anybody's actually seen this book in the Traveling Pony Museum, this is our centerpiece book. It is the entire book of the very first episode, hand-painted completely all the way through. We've actually shown it to a lot of the voice actors, a lot of the staff on the show, and they've signed it for us in the back.
Even Faust signed this one.
Yeah, Faust signed it. Everyone's pretty much seen it at this point. We just got Brenda to sign it actually for us. But so quick story time, really quick. I'll do a quick story. A long time ago, when I was first making the Traveling Pony Museum, I was at the Brony's NYC meetup, and my friend goes, "Hey, Inky, did you see this thing that's up on eBay?" And I said, "No, what is it?" It's a hand-painted book from the first episode. Go look at it. Was it $40? I was like, "Why not?" Started bidding on it, and over the course of the next few days, I ended up in a bidding war against somebody else, and I won it at $768. And here's some of the fun kickers that come after that. About a week later or so, I'm talking with Purple Tinker, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, Inky, I'm sorry." And I'm like, "What are you sorry for?" She goes, "Well, I was trying to get you this thing." I was like, "What thing?" She goes, "Well, there was this hand-painted book on eBay." And I said, "You're kidding me." So we were bidding against each other, and she was bidding on it to give to me. And she told me, she goes, "The only reason you wanted it is because I fell asleep." So it could have gone farther than that. The better part about that was about a month later, I'm on Skype. I'm in a bunch of the Skype groups with some of the con heads and stuff like that. And somebody goes, "Oh, Inky, you got that book, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got the book." And somebody else, Final Draft from Everfree Radio. Yeah, who knows Final Draft? You guys know who Final Draft is? Okay.
My condolences.
At least a few people. He goes, "Inky, let me see a picture of that book." You know, and I sent him a picture. He goes, "My mom made that." And I was like, "What?" Goes, "It took her about a month to make. She actually almost gold leafed it. It's completely hand done, no sketching, anything like that. And she put it up on eBay thinking that no one was gonna want it. It was gonna go for, you know, like $50 or something, and it was gonna sit on somebody's shelf and collect dust. And she absolutely did not believe him when he told her that it went into the museum. And in the first part, she was like shocked to see the bidding end because she wasn't really paying attention to it until the end, and then she was like, you know.
Which again comes from two best friends bidding over it, and
Yeah,
neither knowing.
So
Now,
we screwed up there.
all right, now
Yeah, I can flip through it for anybody who comes by in the museum.
Yeah, we'll just
if
flip
you
through it
want.
to the
Yeah, I
museum.
can flip through it after the panel before. We're actually running.
Okay, yeah, we're running.
Let's keep doing some stuff and then
All
we'll
right.
throw some stuff at you guys for freebies.
All right. Give us one other question. We got one more.
We'll take a couple more. Yeah. Oh, what was your second part?
Yeah, remember this is the first part.
My favorite's actually Twilight. Because I really feel that I kind of am like her. That I took something really, really
Hipster.
seriously. I worked really hard for it, and I kind of went crazy because of it. So yeah.
I just love Nightmare Moon because I have this undying love for villain characters. I'm like that really horrible person in this community that loves Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara. And like the way Nightmare Moon was introduced, the way she carries herself, the kind of character she is. Oh my god, I fell in love with this creature. Also that laugh.
So,
all right.
We'll do a couple of giveaway stuff. If anybody has other questions, you guys
Here we
can
go.
come see us in the museum room.
Yes, you can.
We'll just be there hanging out for a little bit before we close up for the evening, and we'll be here tomorrow also. So you guys can throw questions at us nonstop all night. We did get kind of carried away.
Now who likes free stuff?
Yeah, who likes free stuff? All right.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you! Louder!
That's better.
No, it's not. Take it down.
That was a mistake. All right. Sorry we asked. All right. Inside voices.
Oh, whispering.
Oh, it would be nice if you could all be quiet.
She's getting one for that sound.
Yeah, who made that sound?
Right there.
Definitely. Yeah, all right.
She's getting one for that.
That's not even a sound a human being makes.
No,
I'm
a human being shouldn't what? What do you mean you've been doing it by number? What does that mean?
So, if they pick a number, and I guess.
Oh, I see.
All right,
Okay.
so just give us a sec. But do you want to, I guess, heard the questions?
I guess I can do that.
Okay, good man. This is our curator.
All right,
Best we got.
so for the we'll do like a couple questions for the people who know the secrets and a couple for who don't.
Yep.
And then we'll
So we'll start with one here. All right. There is a plushie in the museum.
That's specific.
Would you... Hands down. Hands down.
Take your damn hands down. Come on.
Okay. Now, this here particular plushie
I'm gonna put my hand up to
is
mess with you all.
signed by Emmy Larson. Can anyone tell me what is special about this particular plushie signed by Emmy Larson? The Two-Face in the back, please. Very good. Thank you.
Great. All right. What's next?
If you want to come up really quick, I'll give you something.
Yeah, come on up. Meanwhile, we'll do the next question. All right, who's next?
Okay, let's see here. What would be a good one here? Let's see. There is a set of ponies there that is based off of a video game. Gotta get quick, aren't we?
Dude.
Can you name who Pinkie Pie is in that set?
All right, I saw him right behind you. I saw the guy behind you. Yeah, you.
You. Who is Pinkie Pie in that set?
Heavy weapons guy?
Very good.
I thought she was the pyro.
No.
Oh.
The pyro is actually Derpy in this set.
Okay.
Okay. So how many we gotta do here quickly? Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's do a non-secret question.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay. This is a good question for people. What kind of hat am I wearing? What is the name of this hat? Wrong. I heard Trilby first. Who said?
The guy with his hand up right there, I think.
It's you. Good man. Fedora.
It's a beanie cap.
Don't worry, you're already getting one. Don't push it.
That one was a little scary.
Okay.
All right, here's one. There is a print in the museum that is based off of a fan fiction. There's a character in this, and she is actually depicted in that. The fan fiction is actually called Fallout Equestria. Can you name the character? I see your hand up. What is?
Little Pip?
No. She's. Okay.
Hey, he's my favorite guy.
She is. Okay. I'm
You're
gonna.
the greatest. You're my hero.
Okay. Yes,
Yep.
you.
Velvet Remedy?
Very good. All right. Okay, here's a non-secret question, which everyone here should probably know if they're a fan of this here particular group of bronies. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go.
What is the name of the song that Cadence, or should I say, maybe? See, oh, is it? Chrysalis sang. Okay. Oh my goodness! So many people. I actually want to go with the person in the back behind the yellow cap. Yes, you. This Day Aria. Thank you. You win. All right. Let's see here. Let's go. Yes, you're screaming it like you're already winning something, aren't you?
Whose cutie mark is this? If you can't see it, well, I apologize. You right there.
Me?
Yes.
Luna.
No.
Nightmare Moon.
Well, now you're just, you know what? Person I call on, that's who's getting the prize because of this chick.
Okay.
You in the back there with the horns.
Shout it out. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
You can't shout it
There you go.
out.
Come on up.
Okay, here's another one. Not necessarily secret because we've actually said it in this convention today. Who is this pony?
This is the one you don't know? I'm going to go with you in the middle there. Yeah.
Very good.
You're a weird name. Okay.
All right, now, here's
Okay,
another
no,
one. We actually
there's
said
no other one. All right, this is where we have to wrap it up, but before we go, on your way out, you can pick up coupons, good for 20% off purchases at the museum. We are also looking for help for the what?
I have just a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna throw at people. It's 20% off coupons for the store.
Yeah, I just said that.
Don't like get hit in the face because then that looks bad to me.
So everyone, pay attention. Incoming.
Pay attention.
Incoming. She
No, I
gets hit
just
in the
said
face.
Sonic square in the face.
Sonic in the face.
What? Shoot me.
Go long.
I can't.
Far. No, here we go.
I'm just gonna come down here and throw something.
All right, we're also looking for help
Look out!
for the museum.
Who caught it?
If you're looking to work with us, which is basically a free ride to a convention, you can come in, talk to me, and we'll get you settled up with an application to sign up for the museum. There was another thing I had to say, and I forgot.
We love Fiesta Equestria.
Okay, coupons, love Fiesta Equestria, Texas is pretty cool. Come to the museum, it's past the bathrooms, down the hall to the left. Damn.
We're not good at this.
No, I am. I just forgot. Fine, whatever. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, we'll wrap it up then. Thanks everyone for attending the Traveling Pony Museum panel. You've been absolutely wonderful. You guys are truly the best. Come to the museum, check things out, and if I remember, well, then you can see me there.